Well, as some of you may know, obviously I'm a style blogger and I talk to you guys about style all the time and, well, how to save money and how to look good on a budget. But I'm also an entrepreneur and I own multiple businesses, especially in the fashion industry. I know the ins and out of it. I know the supply chain. I know where fabrics are sourced. And more importantly, I know how major brands work. And being back here so much and for so many years, you get to see some of the dirty secrets of the back end and how most of these brands are able to scam most of their customers right in their face, essentially stealing your money, and you don't even realize it. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 methods most brands do to steal your money so you can be aware. And if it is going to happen to you, at least now you know. If that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Number 1, they train you to have a disposable mindset. Fashion brands, they're great at this, and tech giants are also. They train the consumers, which is you and me, to think that you need what's new, what's fresh, and what's on trend. In other words, they force you to adopt this disposable mindset that when you buy something new, it already has an expiration date in your mind, and not because it's gonna fall apart, but because it's gonna go out of style, or it's gonna be outdated, and you're gonna need the newest thing that's gonna drop a few seasons later or a year later. This is what draws you in and ensures major brands that you keep feeding money into them or into the system, which is why it's important for you to open your eyes and instead invest in classic pieces, which I talk about all the time. Once you have your core foundation of classic stuff that never go out of style, you don't have to worry about this because you're not going to be disposing out of this every season. Instead, they'll last you multiple years. Number 2, they purposely use less quality materials. In other words, it feels good at first, but it really holds up like crap. Fast fashion brands are notorious for this. On the mannequin stands, they look perfect. When you buy it, they feel great. However, you wash it once, you put it through a little wear and tear, and boom, it tears, it fades, it shrinks, and now all of a sudden you need to go back and buy a new replacement piece. This is because most brands will purposely use lower quality materials, giving you the shorter end of the stick to increase their initial profits, but also force you to come back and rebuy that same item so you can get that same gratification feeling you once got when you bought it and it felt pristine. And you as a consumer, you will go back because the price was so cheap, so you justify it in your head. Tech giants like Apple do this too by purposely slowing down your phones to force you to upgrade to their new stuff. This is why I really appreciate honest brands like Vincero. This is a watch company that when you buy, even though it's affordable, you know that it has as much quality as possible. So A, the brand has a healthy profit, but B, the consumer actually has a good quality product that they can keep for the long haul. And I can attest this because I've been working with Vincero watches for about 3 to 4 years now, and some of my oldest pieces from them are that long. They've been holding up and they still work, they still look great. This is what honest brands should be doing. If you want to see what an honest brand really looks like and you're into watches, whether you're a male or a female, you have to check out Vincero watches. One thing that I really appreciate about them is just their attention to detail and design. When you buy one of their Vincero watches compared to other fashion brands, what you'll notice is that their watches automatically stand apart in design. They're very unique and it's not going to be some sort of cookie cutter design, but also they look expensive. This watch, it didn't cost me $500. It didn't even cost me $600. This watch was well under $200, making it an affordable timepiece that anybody can add to their collection while still looking expensive and high-end on your wrist. If you go to their site and check out their reviews, these guys have over 15,000 positive 5-star reviews on their website, and you can see all these customers saying the same thing. These watches are amazing. Now, if you've never checked out Vincero, I'm telling you, you guys are missing out on what an honest brand really looks like, and especially you're missing out on stylish timepieces that you can be adding to your wardrobe to look better. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to suggest you guys click the link down below and go ahead and check out their whole range. Like I said, they got both men's and women's watches. There's also going to be a special discount code for all of you guys watching, and they also ship free worldwide to any country in the world. So you guys can go ahead and test what a real honest brand looks like and what good value should be given to their consumers. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, they'll be linked down below. Third way most brands steal from their consumers is that they steal their designs in the first place. Most of these brands, especially major fast fashion brands, aren't even selling you their own unique design. Most of them are stealing their designs, ripping them straight off the runway, hence the word fast fashion, because fashion is changing quickly and they're just ripping it off the runways as they see it coming from major fashion houses and the original designers such as Gucci or Balenciaga or Louis Vuitton. However, even worse, they've even been accused of stealing small independent artists, small artists that really probably don't make a lot of money and sell their work on Etsy or on Tumblr or on eBay, there has been accusations of Zara stealing literally rip-off or mirror image work from many of these artists, and again, selling it to you guys. The fourth way they keep stealing your money is by literally selling you overpriced crap. Like I mentioned in the beginning, most of these brands are selling you essentially crap. But then on top of that, they overprice it. You gotta think about something. Minimum wage in a lot of these countries like Bangladesh or where most of these factories are, sometimes it's around 68 bucks a month, or give or take a little bit over $2 a day. These workers are working 12 hours plus a day. Then they mix that by using cheap materials and they're able to produce a t-shirt for well under $1. So yeah, you go to the store, you see those shirts that are 10 bucks, you think they're a steal, but in reality they have a 3, 4, or 500% markup on them. Finally, number 5, you're just paying for a logo. Just like the brands I mentioned like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, or Balenciaga, they're just as guilty. They have no problem selling you one single t-shirt that probably cost them under 10 bucks to make for 300, 400, or even 500 bucks. And you are literally being robbed in clear daylight, fully legally, because you are willing to pay for that shirt just because the logo it has printed on, even though it might have cost them 7 bucks to make. And that's basically it for today's video, guys. Those are 5 ways most major brands are stealing your money. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Vincero Watches. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.